You know, I told it. What the that shit crazy. My shit just black. You see what's happening, man? My third. What's up, guys? My name is Passion. I'm here to basically just talk about some things. I has made a short little spiel about it on Snapchat, but I feel like I needed to kind of go a little bit more in depth about it. So I decided to make a YouTube video because, you know, just doing a minute long snaps and just a minute long wasn't enough for what I needed to say. So I posted a picture up on my Instagram. You can follow me on Instagram. I'll put it up somewhere in the link below. I basically posted up a picture and I just told everybody how I made a book list that I had, a book list, and I basically just told people how these books have really like changed my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, these books, I had a life-changing experience with reading the books that I have, and I'll post the books that I've read and that have fed my soul a lot of knowledge. In the link below, I'll post those books too. So a guy comments on my, you know, he leaves a comment, you know, he seems like he really didn't have any bad intentions, because I'm familiar with Christianity. Christianity is something that I grew up in. I kind of like grew up in the church. Once I started growing into my own person, you know, like high school came around, that's when I, you know, it's kind of like I stopped going to church. You know, a life-changing decision, because when you grow up, like religion, when you grow up and the only thing that you know is the Bible, and that's the only piece of literature you read, it takes a very strong hold on a person, you know, a soul hold, especially if you don't take it with a grain of salt. If you take it literally and you take it like to heart. Don't get me wrong, like I read the Bible sometimes and, you know, I feel it, but I take everything with a grain of salt, and I listen to my guides. I listen to my spirit. I listen to the God that's inside of me. And I think on this channel, I'll be talking a lot about spirituality and Christianity. I'll be making comparisons with Christianity because that is the religion that I'm familiar with. I'm not familiar with Hinduism. I'm not familiar with Judaism. I'm not familiar with Islam. So I really won't be making too many references to those unless I do some research and reading up on it. So he makes a comment and he says to me, you know, the only book that I've read is the Bible, and the Bible has been that's the only book I've read, and it's been my life-changing experience. And so you know, I commented back. I was like back, and I told him, you know, the Bible, that's one book that I forgot to add on there because I read it, you know, at a younger age, but it wasn't really a life-changing experience for me. And I basically just told him that my beliefs, you know, I believe the Bible is encoded. It's encoded with different messages, and if you read between the lines, you can decode the messages. You know, I believe the Bible is a myth for the most part. And he told me one of his favorite chapters to read was Colossians chapter 3. However you pronounce it. And so I went ahead and I read. I got a Bible app on my phone already ready. You know, I gotta stay ready. So I went and I read it, and it basically talks about. Actually, I'm gonna pull it up right now. Oh, this is what chapter 3 says, and I told him I was going to read it. It says, "Since then you have been raised with Christ. Set your hearts on things above. But Christ is all and is in all." Remember that. That's an important line right there. But Christ is all and is in all. But Christ, remember that line right there. It's an important line. But Christ is all and is in all. Alright, that's an important line. Therefore, as God's chosen people, I mean, you guys get the picture. It's basically telling, I'm not gonna, you know, keep going. I might just fast forward through some of that. But basically in this scripture. And so I told him, what I just said before. The Bible is in codes, and to me, I believe in the Christ consciousness theory. If you don't know what the Christ consciousness theory is, I'll put a link in the description below. A great dude, like one of the spiritual leaders on YouTube, Foster eBay. I'll put a link in below. He explains Christ consciousness and breaks it down, and this is kind of religion, like it goes for all the religions, because the dynamics are kind of all the same. So, and that's why I believe in the Christ consciousness. So that verse right there that he sent me to read, it kind of just, it proved my point. It just confirmed what I believe. You know what I'm saying? It just confirmed what I believe even more, because just reading this verse confirmed it. And, for him to, so what he said back to me when I told him that the Bible is coded, he basically told me he's praying that I take a look at that chapter soon. No codes involved in this one, just raw and very good way of life. Go add the Bible to the list on the top. Alright, so, he told me that he basically is just confirming what I already believe about Christ consciousness. And I wasn't even really talking about Christ consciousness in this particular post. I was in this post I actually put up. In the post I had put, when I stopped focusing on materialistic third dimension and started feeding my soul with knowledge, opening my mind to different beliefs and aspects, my life has been more peaceful and prosperous in ways I can't explain. Here is a list of books I've read in the past few months. So those are some of the books that I've read within the past few months. So, I told him. So I went and read the chapter, and I just read the chapter 3 to you guys and what it said. If you don't know, just run the video back again to that part. So I told him. I said, laugh out loud, brother, there's definitely codes in that chapter. It's funny that you told me to read chapter 3, because I've been seeing signs of 33 these past couple of days. That's another thing too. Like, the universe has just been speaking to me. It's like, I said, if you know anything about Christ consciousness, you will know that this chapter is telling you that this very thing. Just read between the lines. I ask of you to please read or listen to Keepers of the Garden with an open mind, or any other books that talk of the law of one or spirituality. If the Bible is the only book you have fed your soul, I pray that the light will shine on you. Whatever, peace, love, and light, family. And he said, he'll check it out. He was like, open mind, huh? Yeah, definitely. The only book, no doubt. The only book that he's read is the Bible, and that's it, no doubt. And then his mind is completely made up. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm expressing. To me, it's like I'm expressing. I'm going through my healing stage. I've been through a big healing stage. Went through a lot of BS. Been through a lot of BS. And this is the time where I feel like I'm brand new. I feel like I'm just waking up, taking the blinders off. It's almost like you're peeling an onion back. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like the layers they're still coming off. Like I'm an onion, and the layers are still peeling. They're still coming off. But it's just the thing with when people have to, when people don't feed their mind, we're not like open up. I wish people would open up their mind more, instead of reading one book and then pushing that religion on other people, trying to convert other people when that's the only book that they've read. That might have changed their life, but that doesn't mean that, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean that was a life-changing experience for somebody else by reading the Bible. Everybody has their own truth, and everybody has their own truth, and everybody's truth is distorted. Even mine. My truth is distorted too. But it's like this. It's this documentary that I've watched, and I suggest you guys watch it too. I put it in the link below. It's called the Shamadi, and there's a part in there where it talks about how there's blind people, right? And there's a bunch of blind people, and they're all touching an elephant, and everybody's describing what the elephant is. They're describing but they're touching a part. One person is touching the tail of the elephant. They're like, no, it's rope shaped, and the other person is touching the thigh of the elephant, or the leg of the elephant. No, it's a tree trunk. Another person's saying it's a tree trunk. The other person's touching the tusk of an elephant. They're saying, no, this is a sphere. Or they're touching, another person is touching the trunk of an elephant. Like, no, this is a hose. But you get what I'm saying? That is basically what we're all living in. At least that's what I believe, and that's how it is for me when it comes to religion. I believe whatever religion or whatever you believe in, or whoever your God is, if that makes you a better human being, if that raises your consciousness, if that, makes you feel better as a person, if you can wake up in the morning and look in the sky and, either praise Allah or praise Buddha or praise, if that gives you peace, then I'm all for it. I feel like everybody is entitled to their own opinion, and that's the thing. We're all human beings at the end of the day. We're all human beings. We might have grew up in different circumstances and grew up different ways, but we're all humans. We're one race at the end of the day. So with that being said, this is not to bash Christianity or anything like that. It's just to, open your mind up a little bit more. Even if you are, if you are a Christian and you think that Christianity, like Jesus is the only way to heaven, and you spend your whole life, taking the Bible literally and following the rules of the Bible, and waiting to get to heaven instead of looking for your heaven on earth. So I've seen the damage that religion can do to some people who really are not feeding their soul right, and don't really have a strong mind like that to think for themselves. But I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to just have a conversation, get your guys' opinion, see what you guys think. What books do you guys read? What do you guys think about the whole, can you be religious and have an open mind? I think you can, because I know you can. I'm not even gonna say I think, I know you can. I have cousins who are religious. Like my one cousin, shout out Asia. She goes to church. She's a Seventh-day Adventist. She goes to church every Saturday, but she's probably she's very open-minded. She basically walks like Jesus. That's the whole point of Christianity. Jesus he spread love, love and positivity. That was a message. Christ consciousness. You know what I'm saying? There's a deeper meaning. I'll get into another video like that. Make sure you guys check out, I'll put the links below, the Christ consciousness video by Foster eBay. He goes into that, breaks it down very, very well. Subscribe if you like this video. It's my first YouTube video vlog. Tell me how I did. Subscribe, like, comment, subscribe. Automate family.